Hey peeps, welcome back. We're talking The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 11. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks.
Potomac cast member Karen Huger is in court facing 8 charges. We first reported on her case in March when authorities say Huger crashed her Maserati in Potomac.
And Fox 5's Lily Zhang is in Rockville tonight with an update on the trial.
Since March, defense attorneys for Karen Huger have tried to get her case dismissed. Today, at least 2 officers testified, putting in their own words what was previously described in court documents as, quote, uncooperative behavior from Huger the night she was arrested. The incident in question happened on March 19th, just before midnight. Authorities say Karen Huger crashed her 2017 Maserati by Oakland Drive in Potomac. She faces a total of 8 charges, including driving while impaired by alcohol. In court today, we heard from a witness who said the car smelled like alcohol that night. We also heard from a volunteer EMT who responded. She says Huger refused to be treated and used profanity while addressing some first responders. Another officer on the stand described her as dismissive when asked for her license and registration. This summer, Huger's attorneys tried to get the case dismissed. In this filing, they claimed evidence collected in this case was the result of an illegal search and seizure, adding she was never read her Miranda rights. Prosecutors, however, said some of her statements were made while medics were trying to treat her. A defense attorney not affiliated with this case says typically in Maryland, a DUI carries up to 12 months in prison. For DWIs, it's a max of 60 days. Body camera videos can be critical in a case like this. Some videos were played today in court for this jury. This trial is expected to last 2 days. Guys.
All right now, peeps, there you go. So today is Wednesday. Karen's DUI trial started yesterday. It's supposed to go on for another day or 2, so I'll try to keep you posted as to what happened in court today. I'll try to keep you guys updated on that. I am truly wishing the best for Karen. Like I said, it's a possibility that she could do jail time, community service, fines, house arrest. It could be any combination of those. This is her second DUI, so it's possible she could get jail time, and it seems that she was belligerent, and there's several witnesses and videos. Get down in the comments, you guys, and let me know what you think. I did see Giselle on The Breakfast Club. I think it was either last week or earlier this week, and they asked her why she didn't leave The Real Housewives of Potomac when Robin got fired. And she said, so what? Because she and Robin are really good friends, was she supposed to fumble her bag? And I agree 100%. Where I currently work, I have had at least 4 friends get fired. I'm not going to quit my job because they got fired. My mortgage still needs to be paid. So I'm sorry you lost your job, and I'm here for you whenever you need me. But no, I'm not going to fumble my bag either. So I understand. And my bag is nowhere near as big as Giselle's. I'm just saying. That is crazy as hell. Anyway, let's get into the show. So at the top of the show, we see Mia spending some time with her kids. They went to a rope course, indoor jungle gym type place, and I really enjoyed seeing her kids having a good time, just being children. And one thing that I noticed about them is they're very loving with her. They care about her so much, and throughout the time on the jungle gym, they were supporting her. They were pumping her up and cheering her on. I said, you know what, Mia, she might be a mess, but her kids are so sweet and they deserve so much better. I wish she would stop this shit. Leave this divorce, the cheating, all of that off camera and out of those children's face. This is just not a good look. So after we leave Mia and her cute kids, we see Stacy meet up with Karen and Giselle. And I really love it when Karen and Giselle are getting along. They are hilarious. They were having a little conversation with Stacy, we find out that Stacy's daughter Arabella is a swimmer, and a really good one at that. She's been having a whole lot of competitions that she's been a part of, and according to Stacy, she is out here winning. She is a real fish in the water. So congratulations to Arabella. And they talk about Karen's upcoming Love Lagoon party, and Karen talks about how she loves her love parties, and we saw that she had one of these love parties back in 22. There wasn't one for 23, so she's bringing it back for 2024, and she says that she just enjoys and loves that they talk about sex, love, joy, happiness, sadness, and having a good time, and I think that's nice. I thought that this was one of the best episodes that they've had so far this season. It was a lot of laughter, a lot of fun, a lot of jokes. Giselle says that she wants to be nosy, and she's trying to figure out what the hell is actually going on with Stacy and TJ. She wants to know when he's in town, what the hell is he doing here? I personally, like I said before, I think that TJ is just friends with Stacy, and I think that Stacy is very much aware of that, and that she wanted to have a man on the show and TJ wanted to be on TV. I think he is trying to use this to propel his acting career. Giselle telling her that she needs to get out here and get some penises, and then she says peni. That is not a thing. Okay, we are not saying peni. I also agreed with Karen when she told Stacy, you don't know anybody for a year, which was weird because when she was talking to her aunt, she said that TJ was an old friend that she had known for years back when she was at the QVC or the Home Shopping Channel. I don't know where the hell she was. But then she says that they've known each other for a year. So did they know each other for years working at the Home Shopping Network, or did they only know each other for a year? Or maybe she meant they've only been dating for a year. But I do agree with Karen. You don't really know anybody through and through in a year. Then she was saying that they love each other. He's into church. And Karen says, no, you don't go looking for a man at church because the men at church is looking for women. And then they pan over to Giselle, and I thought it was hilarious as hell, and Giselle thought it was funny too. And I said, well, you can tell that she is healed because, you know, allegedly Pastor Jamal Holy Whore Bryant was really looking for the women in the church. Allegedly. I didn't say that. That's what I heard. So they insinuated that TJ might be doing a little something in LA. But I think TJ is definitely doing somebody in LA. If you can think about it, he always mentions to Stacy that he's not having sex with her. He didn't say he's not having sex at all. I absolutely have no proof, but I think TJ's up to something. So after trying to convince Stacy that she needs to spread her wings a little, take some time since she's going through this divorce, and just get out and see what's out there, date a little bit, they decide, time is up. She is a lost cause. It's time to go. Both Karen and Giselle looking at their watch at the same time. I thought that was cute. Also, I seen online that Jacqueline is pregnant. Congratulations to Jacqueline. I hope that she has a beautiful, healthy baby. I hope that she is too busy with her children that she can't be on the show anymore. Jacqueline, listen, I hate to say it, but you are the Teddy Mellencamp of Potomac. Please go on about your business. We didn't ask for it. We don't want it. Now, when all the girls meet up at that boutique, when Ashley mentions that that's the boutique that she goes to and that the lady who works there is who dresses her, I said they should have all just turned around and walked the hell up out of there. Seriously, I really don't have fashion sense, but I know what I like, and I do not like Ashley's style at all. I really hate it. Anyway, when Mia walks in there with that blonde wig and Wendy says Mia is Mia Targaryen, I said, oh my God, Wendy, that was hilarious. It really was. Jacqueline shows up, and of course she is so thirsty. She makes the comment that she was there because she was invited. There's a lot of group activities where she's not invited. You damn right. Karen did not invite you to her Love Lagoon party because she does not really mess with you. You have shown that you're really truly not supportive of Karen, and that what you really are is Mia's puppet, in my opinion. Wendy lets the girls know that due to all of their season of liberation, there's 3 divorces going on. Wendy is turning 40. Their cast trip this year is going to be to Panama. Now listen, honey, I don't know what the hell is going on, but Kay had no idea that they were going to Panama. She thought she was talking about Panama, Florida. She said she's more partial to Europe. Girl, that was hilarious. It really was. Then come to find out, you see Mia talking to Ashley and somebody else saying, hey, Karen did not invite Jacqueline, but Gordon can't make it, and Ink has got something going on, so he can't make it, and the invitation says that I can invite a loved one, so I'm thinking about inviting Jacqueline. She can come as my lesbian lover. And Ashley was down with the shits. You know, she was for it. Yes, bring her. I think that's rude. I really do. What if Ashley was having a party and there was someone she purposely didn't invite and one of the girls decided to bring them? She would have had a fit. So Mia does go ahead and ask Karen if she can bring Jacqueline. Karen tells her absolutely no. You cannot bring Jacqueline. I have not forgiven Jacqueline for the things that she has said. She is not coming. Jacqueline then acts as if she doesn't mind. She doesn't care. She didn't want to go anyway. But you could tell that she was almost in tears. She was about to cry because she totally did want to go. When Mia says that you can't go, Karen turns around and says it again. No, you are not invited. Forget about it. You're not coming. And I wouldn't really invite Jacqueline either. So later we see Kay and her brother and her boyfriend / fiance Greg. And I'm going to tell you, it's something about Greg that I just don't like. I mean, he's not quite Todd from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but I don't like him. She says that Greg isn't really excited about her being on TV, but he's trying to be supportive. To me, what's going on is Greg is extremely old-fashioned, and I don't mind an old-fashioned man. I really don't. If you have an old-fashioned wife or an old-fashioned fiance or girlfriend, I think that can work. But if you are old-fashioned and you're getting engaged to and living with a very independent woman who created her own business, who's living her best life, and she's a city girl, and I mean that in a, she's out in the world kind of girl, that sometimes does not mix. And it seems to me that Greg would prefer her to be at home making dinner and making love. You know what I mean? It reminded me of an old episode of Good Times when James told Florida,
there's only two places a woman belongs,
don't
Florida.
Say it, James.
James, don't say it. The kitchen in the bedroom, Florida. The kitchen in the bedroom.
Oh, hell no. No, James. You know what I mean? And Florida was thinking the same damn thing. And that's the vibe I get from Greg. I'm just saying. Anyway, let me go and move on. So we do see a little scene with Stacey hanging out with her Aunt Dora. Aunt Dora is super cute. She says that Aunt Dora is not really like an aunt. She's like a sister. And Dora tells her, listen, you've been going through this divorce for about a year. It has to be rough to be out here not having the sex for a year. And then she tells Aunt Dora about TJ. Listen, Aunt Dora says that TJ is super cute, and I missed it. So I totally did. Anyway, she likes TJ. I said, Aunt Dora, spend 20 minutes with TJ before you say that. Seriously, you saw him on QVC or the Home Shopping Network or the CBS. I don't even know. But you did not see him and the way he treats and the way he acts to Stacey. No, ma'am. Dora, listen, honey. I appreciate you being there for Stacey, but spend a few minutes with TJ before you decide that he's who she should be with. Then we see Giselle out on her date with the guy that she picked from speed dating, and I cannot pronounce that man's name. I think his name is Nanance. I know that's wrong. Don't judge me, peeps. I don't know. Shit. It was something with an N. And they go out salsa dancing, and Giselle says, well, he don't know her because she can't dance for shit. And that is true. But you know who else can't dance, but they think they can? Ashley. Anyway, they had a good old time, and I liked them dancing around together, spending a little time together. It was nice to see Giselle with a guy that seems like it was a legit meet up and hook up, because that mess last season with Jason seems real manufactured. And at least we don't have to be bothered with Kyle, because if she didn't have somebody for this love party, she probably would have brought Kyle. Anyway, it was nice to see. It really was. Also, when she was on Watch What Happens Live, she said that her and Ashley are still spending time with these gentlemen. So it seems like things might be looking up for both of them, and they may be enjoying these relationships. Who knows? Because they have that new show that's going to be coming on soon. It's them, Luann from New York, and Shannon Storms Bador from OC, and it's a dating program. And I think it could be a couple other Bravo celebrities on that too. I'm not really sure. So we'll see what happens there. Now, Karen, back at her house, she has got her backyard decked out. Looks more like they're planning to have a wedding there than, a Love Lagoon party until those mermaid ladies show up, and Ray was quite interested. Did you see Ray talking to the girls? And Karen told him, come on here now. She done grabbed Ray up. Ray was getting his eyes full, okay? Anyway, Jazzy arrives, and I remembered. I had forgotten all about her. She hadn't been on the show for such a long time, and then I was so excited to see her. I really hope that Jazzy gets added to the cast and gets her flute next season, because I think that Jazzy is a good fit. Jazzy brings Karen a 23-year-old bottle of wine that she says came from her family's vineyard. I said, what? Your family owns a vineyard? Now listen, I don't know why she didn't say what the name of her family's vineyard was, but I tell you what, if I'm on a national syndicated show, I'm going to tell you I'm absolutely going to bring up my family's vineyard. I am going to hold the bottle so you can see the title, all of that. Girl, that was a missed opportunity in my opinion. Why does she not have a flute? She seems to be very open, very honest. Her family owns a vineyard. She has a business. She is dating and living with a Super Bowl champion boyfriend. Yeah, that's the Super Bowl. They play football. The Kansas people, they played a football. They won. Was it last year? This year? Shit. Next year? I mean, not next year, but the year before. They played a football. I'm sure of it. She should have a flute. I'm just saying. Anyway, Happy Eddie arrives. I love Eddie. I love Eddie and Wendy. They always look royal when they show up together, and they always look happy. Anyway, I guess we know why. But anyway, Eddie shows up, and he lets Stacy know up front that Happy Eddie has some Happy Eddie edibles with him, because Stacy, she's into the edibles. Also, when they were back at that boutique, did anybody think that Stacy was mentioning wearing a thong too many times? She brought it up like 3 or 4 times, and I'm thinking, girl, we don't give a shit. If you want to wear a thong, put that thing on. We don't care, the same way TJ doesn't. Anyway, that was rude. I'm rude. I'm going to move on because that was rude. So Karen says that she really likes Giselle's new guy, that man whose name starts with an N. I don't know how to say the man's name. Anyway, she says she doesn't think he's going to last too long because he's too nice. However, she also liked Josh. She thinks that he's gorgeous, but he looks so innocent, like, his mouth tastes like carnation. They don't even do the carnation formula like that. It's now called something else. When my son was little, it used to be called Carnation Good Start, and now they named it something else. I don't know what it's called, but it's still out on the market. Anyway, that's some good formula if you could figure out what the hell it's called. Wendy thought he was attractive too, but she says that he was like middle school Jack Harlow. I don't even know who Jack Harlow is, but I did like Josh. I think Josh is a nice guy. Mia was a little rude. She says it's the first time she ever seen Giselle with a man. I said, you know what? This is the first time we ever seen you without one. So shut up. Ashley standing by the pool talking to Stacey, then flashing her vagina. I said, you know what, Stacey, get used to it. This is Ashley. She will flash her vagina. She don't give a damn. So they finally start playing this game. And at the start of the game, the first question was, do you feel like your partner has ever cheated? And you're supposed to answer this question. And I thought, well, this is not going to be good. I said, and how do you know that this won't trigger somebody and they are completely in their feelings and lose their shit and they are arguing on the way home? Well, they start the ball rolling with Ray and Karen.
I do not feel like my partner has ever cheated.
You acting like you haven't cheated on Raymond? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Y'all are not a couple, so this does not apply, right?
I have to agree with her.
Are you sleeping with anyone in LA?
My Bugs Bunny that's on my bed.
That seems strange, grown man.
Do you feel like your partner has ever cheated?
Do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, I do. I don't have proof, but do I feel the answer? The key word here is, do you feel like? I feel like there's a possibility.
Clear it up. Clear it up, Darius. I feel like anything that happened was prior to us getting back together.
But not on Jazzy.
No.
Giselle was me. No, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. Now listen, Ray said he never felt like or thought that Karen was cheating. He didn't say that him and Karen have an arrangement. In my mind, him and Karen had an arrangement like Gordon and Mia. She could do what she needed to do to get her needs fulfilled as long as she kept that shit quiet. I feel like that's what it is, but I have no proof. I don't know these people. This is just me talking. However, Giselle in her comments, you gonna pay for that at the reunion. I'm just saying. TJ, I don't know. I don't know any grown ass man. Well, wait a minute. Let me take that back. I don't know any man, boy, or tiny toddler over the age of maybe 7. I'll give you 8 that is sleeping with a Bugs Bunny or any kind of plushy toy. Something is not right with him, and I dislike him a little more every episode, and I think that he is doing this shit on purpose. I think every time he is filming, he says, this is just another opportunity for me to embarrass the shit out of Stacey. But you are also embarrassing yourself. Stacey, please stop this. And also the way he behaved at that last party, and then him having that conversation with her later when he was dancing around the damn kitchen in that bonnet. I don't really know how he would behave. There was a lot of talk about sex and a lot of different information that was spilled at this Love Lagoon party. I wonder how he's going to react on the drive home, or how he's going to treat her later. I think that she should let him go. Him agreeing with Giselle that they're just friends. And I said, Stacey, this doesn't make sense. You're a grown woman who's going through a divorce, who is in a deep friendship with some dude and continuing to be celibate when you don't want to be celibate. If you guys are not a couple and you're just friends, go out and find you a man. This does not make sense. You're celibate in a non-relationship. At some point, Mia says that Gordon has never cheated on her because she has always been with him and she gave him permission to sleep with somebody else. But then she says, yes, she's a cheater, which of course we already knew that. And then she just passes the card. And Stacey says, what? She's just going to say yes to this and pass the card? We're not going to pause? Stacey was flabbergasted this entire time. Now, Jazzy, okay, her coming out and being honest, I appreciate that. Why does she not have a flute? She says yes, she has zero proof that this dude has cheated on her, but she feels like he has. I think you have proof. I think your feelings are valid. He says that he, may have had some things go down. However, it wasn't when they were together. I don't know. Maybe they were broke up for the afternoon. Maybe they might have been broke up for a day or two and he decided to get it in. I don't know. I know that back in my time, when I was a tiny bit younger, I did break up with somebody for like a week and then, stepped out with an ex. I had a good time. Let me tell you, I had a good time. But then, I got back together the next week. I didn't get pregnant. Shit. Anyway, I was single. We were on a break. Anyway, so in the middle of playing this game, at some point, TJ busts out, he's not a virgin. I think everybody was just shocked and wondering, really? Okay, so you have said multiple times that you're not having sex with her. You're having sex, okay, but just not with her. Stacey, girl, go on about your damn business. Then they have that question about being dominant in the bedroom. Listen, Eddie says that he is the dominant one in the bedroom and Wendy is submissive. Everybody believes that Mia is dominant in the bedroom. She tries to act as if she's submissive, but she's lying, clearly. However, she does say that Ink is dominant because he likes to choke her. I ain't into that shit. Absolutely not. Don't put your hands around my neck. Don't you put your hands around my neck. Try that choking shit. As soon as you close your eyes, there will be a cast iron skillet to the head. Don't play with me. Can stay the hell away from my neck. I'm just saying. Damn it. I don't know. That triggered me. I don't do that. I don't do that. Somebody could accidentally choke you too damn long and you could die. I don't want it. Anyway. So Giselle's guy says that he's dominant. And Giselle said, well, maybe I want to be dominant or something. And he says, well, we'll just be tussling. I said, oh, geez. He seems like a fun guy. Ashley says that when she's in a relationship with a lady, she's dominant. But when she's in a relationship with a man, she's submissive. I said, well, look at you, la-di-da. And Josh says that he's absolutely dominant. And Stacy said, oh, gosh, not in front of the mermaids. Or in front of the mermaids or something. Stacy is hilarious. Now, honey, at some point, Jazzy's man said he's down with the choking. I said, oh, no, NBAFL guy. We don't do the choking. I'm just saying I cannot.
I am definitely going to be more dominant.
Oh!
Yo, fam. Just because I ain't sleeping with you now don't mean you ever gonna be more dominant than I am. That ain't gonna happen.
Don't sleep on his gray eyes.
Karen was more dominant than I was. She used to tear me up. Listen, I think I'm gonna have to marry this girl.
So, Ray,
What's that?
Karen informed us a while ago that she retired her mouth. Would you like for her to come out of retirement? Oh, my Lord.
Absolutely.
TJ with the dominance, boy, go to hell on. Something in me feels that he is definitely a submissive man. I don't find no dominance in TJ, not even a tiny bit. Now, Ray talking about how Karen tore his ass up, I believe it. He said, I got to marry this girl. Now, that could be a tip. That could be a tip. I am definitely in the market for a husband. Now, that's a tip. Anyway, Giselle's shady ass. She was shady as hell asking about Karen's retired mouth. Now Ray is going to be expecting something. He want to be happy too. This is ridiculous. But then here comes Jacqueline's FOMO having ass showing up there with those 8 balloons. You know good and damn well Mia put her up to this. You know Mia put the battery in Jacqueline's back for Karen to have to cuss her the hell out. I would have not only thrown Jacqueline's ass out, I probably would have kicked her in the ass at the same damn time. And not only would I have thrown her the hell out, I would have threw Mia's ass out too. You and your goofy ass friend, get the fuck out my place. Listen, they would have had to go, both of them. And anybody else holding on to a damn balloon, get out. I'm serious. Hell no. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.